Well, I mean, it was a retirement period where he said he didn't have anything to say. And that's what interests Don and the writer Stephen Begelman. And instead of doing a biopic, he wanted to focus on the retirement period in Uncle Miles' life in the 70s. And that's where he started. That's where Don started the movie. No, but I mean, you know, it's not really. You know, the brighter side of the movie was how the outcome at the end. You know, I mean, he lived the way he lived. You know, my other uncle, Uncle Vernon, Miles' younger brother, who's since passed away, said my uncle wasn't an angel. So that's how I look at it. You know. The end. The band, the end, and he comes out on, you know, the end with Herbie and Wayne and the stellar musicians and the music and the art, you know, the backdrop of the art that he created, you know, that did it for me. South side of Chicago, where I grew up, my uncle used to come and play. I remember maybe the Auditorium Theater. I'm standing on the side of the stage in the wings and just fixated on the drummer and my uncle, and he was and the spotlight on him and that muted trumpet. He was like my superhero at a young age until he passed away, and that's how I always remember him. We had a band in Chicago, and my uncle used to call my mom and have my mom come down to the basement and where we rehearsed and put the phone down, and he would do this like every other day because we rehearsed 5 days a week. And so one day he just said, "You guys want to come to New York and make a record?" And we said yes, and that record was Man with the Horn. Yeah. I mean, you know, but you got to know when he was ready to come back. That's when he came back. We had maybe a smidget of a push to have him play again. When I played drums with him and going on tour and watching how he had this power over the audiences and how it was so quiet, especially when the second number was the blues, and it seemed like you could hear a pin drop and that muted trumpet. That's something that will live with me for the rest of my life.